This is like, I don't know, 100 credits. And these things add up. They really do. Yeah. I mean, Moonshield managed to stay in this game really long. So he had good movements on the map, like spotted the area of the map where Ormylar didn't have any presence and force at the time. So yeah, this time his macro game isn't really anything to scoff at. He has good map movements, good map readings. In this game he had some misjudgments in what to do when, in terms of units versus mines, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's a preliminary GG up there. Maybe it's just the garrison unit, so Moonshield doesn't really care. Middle mine is being destroyed, X-Wing's being destroyed, bottom mine is ignored. This one is being built, but I mean, where's Ormylar gonna go, right? He's just gonna go down there and destroy it. He already knows the deal by now. Two X-Wings being dealt with. And now Ormylar starting to just leave one TIE fighter there, to not let it happen again. He's saying, stop it. One thing that is super funny actually is how long this Y-Wing is alive. It has destroyed... Oh, it's another one! One mine, second mine being destroyed. Now it's moving over there again, but the TIE fighter should probably be able to intercept it. Yeah, so award for most efficient use of Y-Wings goes to Moonshield, I guess. But award for biggest army of TIE fighters definitely goes to Ormylar instead. Yeah, this one and one more pass should do the deal. And the Y-Wings, I mean, they are so slow. What can you do? There, they are firing, but... It's a lot of damage, but they will be destroyed. Now Ormylar is trying to secure the middle. And Moonshield just says, GG, I can't keep up with the minds of the Empire player there. Cool! Really liked that game. Like this is a game you should look at if you wanna learn map movements and just see how a game is being played when you have this cat and mouse play of just trying to keep that one mine alive and what to do to come out ahead of that. With that, we have the fourth game in the series. And still, Moonshield only needs to win one more game, so he has 2 more tries to do that in the 4th or 5th game. And Ormylar needs to win both of the next games to claw out the victory, which would be a great comeback from the 2-0 lead that Moonshield had earlier. Yeah, we hope for an exciting series, and they seem to deliver. For the 4th game, again, it's the high seed player, Ormylar, who picks the map, and it's Coruscant. Actually, a map where Ormy and I sat down and just had a talk about and played, I don't know, 3 games or something, just trying out something, because it's not usually a map that you are familiar with in 1v1, it's more of a team game map, which makes this an interesting addition to the map pool, because it has enough space for some unconventional strategies, and of course, everyone's favorite, it has the containers in it that destroy Empire units. I remember we had the clip of the tournament already with Boba Fett coming in from hyperspace right in front of one of these containers, auto-attacking it, and boom, there he goes. Yeah, let's hope that Moon doesn't do the same mistake there. Okay, Moonshield going back to what has worked before, Empire for him. On the largest map in the pool, Coruscant. There's a pirate deck in the top right corner of the map, and there's a big cluster of mines and turrets in the middle, which is a huge point of contention for both players, especially in the early stages of the game. When you can't really muster enough units to be everywhere, especially on this map, you really have to choose where you want to put your strength and where you don't. 2-1 lead by Moonshield. Let's up the overlay, say good luck, have fun, and hope that they have fun and provide us with a great game again. We are forming connections, and the game is going. Ormylar on the light blue Rebel side against Moonshield on the yellow Empire side. Both players opting for a similar start, one unit going to the middle cluster there, while the other unit goes to the base mine. The orange dots on the minimap are actually these orbital resource containers that, when destroyed, kill Empire units in a radius around them, which seems a bit random sometimes, but I don't know. Yeah, Ormylar doing the safe play, just getting one satellite in the middle. Let's see if Moonshield does the same. Yep, but he takes a different one. It's a laser satellite for Moonshield, and it's a rocket satellite, or missile satellite rather, for Ormylar. Both players straight onto the enemy base mine, no hesitation there. And down there, Ormylar and Moonshield both try to bait the other one into building it, not going there immediately. Moonshield, however, is the only player to go to the Merchant space dock, so we might see an IPV coming in soon. More X-Wings at the enemy base mine there, 3 squadrons to make quick work of that, and we have 3 TIE fighters down there. It'll be interesting to see. I think there are X-Wings coming to the Pirate Dock, okay. It'll be interesting to see whether Moonshield will field an IPV. Not yet. But he's building a asteroid mining facility, which is actually the only point in here which is safe from the missile turret, so smart move there. Down there, both players at the same time try to check the mine for the other player building it, and they end up in a dogfight, so funny thing there. Rebel player, of course, being quicker in destroying the enemy base mine than the Empire player. I mean, that's without the IPV being built. Did Moonshield use the Pirate Dock? I don't think so, actually. Or maybe he's just waiting with the IPV because he doesn't really need it right now. So this mine middle here could make the difference, where Moonshield was able to sneak it in. But of course, the Rebel player knows that this is the next best point for the Empire player to build it, so that's the next destination for the X-Wings. Yeah. Something Rebel players generally don't like is dogfighting, yet here we have one of those. Which is actually in favor for the Rebel player right now. But reinforcements are on the way. Let's have a look up here, where the Rebel player is outnumbered, but he can always just kind of lure the enemy units to the container there, or just call in more units, that's another way. Yeah. Kind of missed the destruction here, but of course that was what's gonna happen. And at the same time, Moonshield is trying to rebuild his base mine, which is risky if you don't know where the X-Wings are. Yeah, let's see if he does it. Now Ormylar does the mirror move there and build the quote-unquote safe mine for the Rebel player, while Moonshield put his focus onto the dogfight at the bottom, destroying more enemy units. So, right now, both players building one mine. They should be done at roughly the same time, I think. Just from the fact that Empire mines take a few seconds less to be built. We can look at the minimap to see who's first. Probably Empire. And just follow the general movement of the Rebel X-Wings. Don't build it, Moon. And he didn't. Okay. While at the Pirate space dock, Ormylar's investment has paid off right now, and he is slowly but surely winning. Moonshield, however, found out that Ormylar built a mine here and is now calling in his fighters to deal with it. While at the same time, another dogfight is happening down there, which looks like it's heavily in favor of the Rebel X-Wings. Yeah, game is slowly swinging into the Empire favor. He's able to deny the Pirate Dock. He has one mine that is not being attacked by Ormylar. In my books, Ormylar probably should have split up. Ooh. Crisp play by Moonshield here, with the last bit of vision he had there, just before it faded back into Fog of War, he was able to call in a unit here to retain the vision there. Nice. What I was going to say was that Ormylar should have left some X-Wings in the upper part of the map to control the enemy base mine. This is very important on this map because it's just so big that even with the speed advantage that you have, a single blob of X-Wings, as soon as the Empire player knows where it is, he can just build a mine on the other side of the map. Yeah, it's as easy as that, really. Okay, bit of a look around here to see what's happening. Moonshield is actually forced into this dogfight. Not sure whether that's micromanagement issues or just a decision. And the other one is circling the mine, so he's kinda handing Ormylar the credits on a silver plate right now. Let's have a look at the base mine. Whether Ormylar is greedy and builds it, or whether he's checking the surroundings first. He's not, and the TIE fighters go in immediately. Yeah. I mean, you can take the leap of faith and build it. You can take the hit in just the time you need to build it and scout the surroundings. It's a trade-off, a decision you have to make. Sacrifice time or go for the risky play. Yeah, but interestingly enough, Ormylar managed to defend the asteroid mining facility. Moonshield evading the X-Wings there, good move. And attacking this mine, which should not see the light of day, probably. Up here, you have probably seen it already. The Pirate Dog is now in the hands of Moonshield, but he can... so that now he can build Pirate Fighters, right? And with the wraparound, he will finally reach the other mine of the Rebel player, Ormylar, there. So, still we have the same situation where the base mine of Moonshield is not being attacked. Ormy really should focus that, but now he has a bigger target in front of him, which is the mine in the middle. But of course... it never feels good to attack it when you have the enemy fighters attacking you. These units are so precious, so he decides to instead move over to the base mine that is not defended right now. Moonshield is intensifying his attack on the enemy mine down there, and still is keeping one unit at the enemy base mine to deny it. The classic Empire, I'm here, you can't do anything strategy. Up there at the base mine, Ormylar is probably able to destroy this before too much happens to his X-Wings. He will need 2 more passes, I think, the regeneration of the mine. While down there, the mine is being destroyed. Today I'm missing a lot of mines being destroyed, but I'm showing you when they are being attacked, so you can probably guess that they will go down a second later, right? So, there she goes. And now move away. Like a good Rebel player does, but still... you aren't that much quicker. In my opinion, Rebel should probably get a bit quicker. I don't know. It's just so costly if you have this situation. Yeah. Moonshield establishing more and more map dominance just by the sheer amount of units he's able to field. He has enough units to have multiple squads of fighters that can defend portions of the map, and more of his unit composition is made up of pirate fighters. Ormylar doesn't really have the numbers to fight for the Pirate Dog at the moment. He needs to desperately try to attack the mines of the enemy to somehow stay in the game. But at the same time, Moonshield can just abuse this and destroy X-Wings. Again, 1 X-Wing with 500 credits for the squadron and 5 X-Wings in a squadron, that's 100 credits. And Moon with his mine has all the money to build an IPV even. Yeah. Okay, it looks like we have another slight upset here with the lower seed player Moonshield, who, yeah, I mean, he lost his game in the group stages against Ramke. Pulls out the victory against Ormylar and beats him with a 3-1 and sends him down to the lower bracket. Of course, nothing is over for the players in the lower bracket. It's just a different part of the tournament, and you have still every chance to reach the finals. It's just a bit harder, with a bit more games, and a bit higher stakes. But still. I think Ormylar is an excellent player. Just that he kinda needs to revisit his Rebel play again. He's like at the brink of being really good with Rebels, but just one step short of it. And the tournament is taking a few more weeks, and lower bracket matches are usually against other players who lost their games, so maybe they're a bit easier. So he has all the time he needs to take this last step to being a really good Rebel player, which is all he needs right now. And he could still go very far in the tournament. Moonshield, however, will move on to the next part of the upper bracket, the best of 8 stage, playing against Where's the Anarchy. So we have the two. I mean, this isn't really an upset, right? Everyone knew that this could go both ways, but just from the seeding, we can kind of call it that. So we have the two upset winners against each other in the best of 8, second round of the upper bracket. Yeah, middle is growing yellow. Trying to get all the achievements here. And Ormylar probably is just enjoying the last bits of his game, maybe even thinking about what he could have done differently. I think he's a very thoughtful player who likes to just theory craft in the maps, like what to do, but what to do when the enemy is doing X, what to do when the enemy is doing Y. We'll have a brief talk with them after the game and to hear their thoughts on how these games went. But we already were in for a treat here. Really good games. A lot of them could have gone both ways. I really like the Endor game. And GG, well played. 3-1 victory for Moonshield. Congratulations for moving on the upper bracket, while Ormylar gets his second chance in the lower bracket first round, starting next Monday. Great. For the sake of competition, let's update the scores again. And do I have to say something before we head over to them? I don't really think so. Let's get into their voice channel.
The far on the northern end of the middle cluster.
I'm not sure if I lagged or if you lagged,
because I had 2 mines and you struggled with one. So I always was step ahead. I think I'll have to rewatch it too.
Yeah,
I think if I went for the middle turret pad instead of the bottom one, I might have fared better. Because what I noticed was weird was oh, hello Lonnie. Sorry.
I'm gonna let you talk for a little bit, but then we can do a little interview thingy, right? But
sure.
just keep going.
What I noticed though, like at one point fighting the middle, I was trying to kill your middle mine, like the mine in the middle near the end. My missile turret was shooting when my fire's near there, but then later on, if my fires aren't here, like my missile turret doesn't want to shoot it or something. Cause I noticed the missiles were hitting the turret, the missiles are hitting the mine. I actually noticed that. I'm like, okay, I guess it can. And then later on,
maybe
if none of my fires are near there, the missile turret doesn't. I click the target, it doesn't turn to target it, and I found it really
I think I know what's happening there.
Interesting.
I mean, I'd have to rewatch it, right? But maybe the turret is firing at fighters that are a bit closer than the mine. And because the mine targeting point is right in the center of the mine, those rockets can follow the fighters into the mine, because the range is almost up to the center of the mine, but not really enough to target it, but the flight distance is enough.
Possibly. I guess it's the only thing. The main thing I kind of doubt that is because the missiles were moving in a straight line the entire way. They weren't wavering. They were moving in a straight line. So that's why I found that really interesting.
Yeah, something we can test later maybe if you want to.
Yeah. But I think I should have.
So I still have the voice cut off. So if I'm not participating in the conversation, that's why.
If you don't understand something, yeah, you just ask. I'm gonna repeat. No problem. 5 times, 10 times, whatever.
I think. All right.
Yeah. Right. Congratulations. Firstly, before we talk about the games, to Moonshield. After the loss in the group stages, you got back your mojo and pulled out the win here. So, congratulations on moving on to the best of 8 round in the upper bracket. Nice. Yeah. And congratulations to Ormylar for playing good. These were really enjoyable games to watch, which were decided by little things. I mean, nothing is lost for you. You're in the lower bracket, right? But I mean, you're
right,
a good,
and I think
player,
I have a good chance there.
Yeah, you really do.
I guess I'll play Zerns after all.
Yeah, I mean, he lost against Where's the Anarchy, so I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. With all the formalia out of the way, let's take a step back I've noticed that Moonshield's banned Bothawy, which is actually the map that you, Ormylar, lost on in your games. Did you look at the drafts from the games Ormylar did before you went into the game, Moonshield?
No, I thought any result from the old games would influence me in a way I want to
like not overthink it.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you know how the enemy plays, then you adapt. But then again, he might change the tactics. So
so you kind of didn't want to fall into this trap of counter strategy things. Okay. How about you, Ormy? Did you look at the games Moon versus Realm King did before this game?
Not recently. I remember watching the games back when they were being played, but I just went based on my own experiences in the past, playing in the tournament and also just playing in practice. And Polis was the one I just didn't want to deal with at all.
Yeah, yeah. One thing, if we stay with the draft, which I think was, I mean, you didn't look at it, but I from a spectator standpoint, thought it was very ballsy when Moonshield picked Endor, which is a map that Ormylar actually won with both Rebels and Empire in his previous game.
Oh,
so what did Ormylar, what did you think when Moonshield picked Empire?
Free win.
Free win.
Easy peasy. Right from the start.
I mean, I wanted to make sure, like, I didn't want to get overconfident either. I just wanted to make sure, just be very precise, just make sure all your mines are down before moving for your base.
Yeah. It was a pleasure to watch, actually. It was like these cat and mouse game where Moonshi was trying to desperately get a mine up and keep yours down, and it really could have gone either way. I think actually, if Moonshield...
I think I was always one step behind. It really felt like this.
But actually, I mean, watch the replay, whether you agree with me or not. But I think if you didn't build the bottom right mine the first time, you rebuilt it, but instead built 2 X-Wings to cover the enemy base mine, with the turret in the middle that you had, I think you had a good shot to win it. But then the TIE Fighter...
I would agree, but I only heard the half of what you said, so
okay,
I just agree.
I'm going to repeat just once, maybe the other half gets through. I said that when you built the bottom right base mine of yours for the first time after it got destroyed, I thought if you instead would build 2 X-Wings, just go for units instead of this one mine being built up while the other gets destroyed, that would probably have been better. And with the turret you had in the middle, probably would have given you a good shot at the game. Yeah. But still, it was really exciting to watch the map movements of both of you. Yeah. Something that stood out for me during these games was how both of you opted for this, not this direct contention of mines, but for this hiding in the fog kind of thing, like baiting the enemy into building it and then destroying it directly afterwards. That was really enjoyable to watch. Just Moonshield.
I feel like it only worked once, really, in the last game, but.
Oh yeah, my base mine. I saw it. I was just like, okay, that's the finisher.
I do think on what's the map, Castle, bottom left mine, there was an instance too.
Not true. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you had some fighters hidden there. I was like,
but I mean, it's the Empire, so it always takes longer than if it were Rebels. In that case, it's just slow. They still need their time to bring it down. Even if you catch it.
Yeah, right. With X-Wings you can just destroy it in one pass with a reasonably big margin of time, but with Empire you just have to be there right at the second it's being
commit
built.
To a building mine. It's very likely it's getting built all the way. So then it also takes longer because of the way EAW works. That once it's built, it's more sustained in a way.
Yeah, with the regeneration, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, cool. Anything from the games in particular, like that you noticed that you thought were interesting? Something just you want to add to the games?
Or if there was the opportunity for it, but I was 90% of the time in control of the pirate dogs, especially on Kessel.
Yeah, Kessel. Yeah, pirates for. All I had was just contesting it. Otherwise, I never got a chance to build any pirates.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I wanted to, but I couldn't.
Helped me in this game, definitely.
Oh yeah, the pirates on Coruscant. I was trying to bait your ties into the canister, and at one point I was thinking, okay, I'm going to destroy it, and
I saw it. Yeah,
I
was like, oh no, my beautiful ties, and then you gave there were 2-3 lasers or something, but it didn't explode. And
and then when I finally did kill it, was like, oh, I guess it wanted to kill your ties. Okay, fine.
I didn't catch that on camera, sadly. I was somewhere else.
Definitely unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more closer to the end. I was trying to bait his tie into the canister, and I killed the canister, and it didn't damage his ties. It was too far.
Damn. Yeah, but at least we didn't have again the boba canister situation, right?
Oh jeez.
Like in that one game. Who was it?
I think that was Scrub or Where's the Yankee, and
yeah, I think it was the game between these two. Yeah. Okay, cool. So thank you for the games, for making them exciting, and for the words afterwards. I think with that we can conclude it, and wish you the best of luck in the tournament, and above all, a lot of fun in the games to come. Gracias.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking the interview right now. And with that, I think we close the stream. Game is over. You, dear viewers, had a great game, a great match even, to watch between these players. I hope you follow them further in their journey of the tournament. And if you can't catch a game live, you can always watch the recording on this stream channel. In the video section, we made a subsection of the videos just for the playoffs, where you can find and watch all the games in chronological order if you want to. Again, if you watch the stream and are itching to play competitive EAW yourself, or just play normal EAW yourself, or FOC or any mod, you can always join the community Discord that is linked below this stream. And if you want some background information on the bracket, the link to that is there too. So check out that if you haven't already, and bookmark it or something that you can find it later. With that, see you next time for the next stream, for the next games. 4 games are missing until next Sunday, so we will have a lot more good EAW 1v1 Space Carnage for you to enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.